everybody, this is Bobby with Bobby Stamps. I first want to say before I start my video that I know I have been lacking on putting videos on YouTube of my cards, but I think I've told you guys that I was chosen to be a display stamper in April for Onstage for Stampin' Up! And that has kept me quite busy trying to get my display board, the cards made. So that's kind of why I haven't been able to spend time in posting cards. I do my weekly Facebook Live. I've really amped up the amount of classes that I offer to you each month on my blog. So if you guys are interested, make sure that you visit my blog. It's bobbystamps.com. I do a weekly Facebook Live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I used to do it on at 1:30 on Wednesdays, and I decided to change it so I could have a little bit more time. So I just decided to start a half hour early. So as you guys know, every month I put a host code on my blog and I offer a free card packet if you spend a certain amount of money shopping in my online store. So that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. This is card 1. Card 2 is my favorite, so make sure that you guys come back to watch that video. So if you spend $25 in my online store in the month of March and use the hostess code, you'll receive 1 free card packet. If you spend $35, I will send you 2. And if you spend $50, I will send you all 3 card packets in the mail. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll get started on this card. The only thing I'm going to send is cardstock. I can't send any of the stamped images. So you will get the base. The cardstock is So Saffron. And this is Pear Pizzazz, and it will already be embossed. And I used the Petal Burst. This is one of my favorite embossing folders. So I used that embossing folder. And then I will send you a piece of Whisper White, just a scrap piece to pop out your banner for your sentiment, and an already cut out Whisper White stitched oval from the oval framelit sets. And then the stamp sets I used is the Badges and Banner. That's where I got the sentiment from, A Little Hello. And then I'm using the beautiful Flying Home stamp set. I love this. That is what all 3 cards this month I used to make for my free card packets. And this is the stitched oval framelets that I used for that banner. And then here is the Duet Punch that I'm going to use in a few minutes to pop out the sentiment. I'm going to also send you the beautiful Whisper White organza ribbon. You'll have enough to finish the 1 card. And then I'm going to be using the Stampin' Blends. So I'm using the Dark and Light Pear Pizzazz, the Dark and Light Daffodil Delight, and then I'm using the Dark Crumb Cake, and then the Bronze. And then I'm going to use the, for the inks that I'm going to use, I'm actually only going to use the So Saffron. I'm not going to use the Pear Pizzazz. So let me just put that out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my stamping mat. And then I'm just going to take a paper towel to cover my work area. I'm just going to go ahead and fold my card base and just score it while I have it open. So this is going to be the front of my card. And so when I stamp, oh, you know what? I am using Pear Pizzazz. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to use the Pear Pizzazz, and let me just grab the little images. We're going to use the little butterfly and the little bird. Okay, let me put those over there, and then I just need to grab 2 tiny blocks. So let me just get these guys mounted up on the blocks. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab the bird while I have this out. And you will need Whisper White. We are going to stamp that image in Whisper White. I always get in such a hurry to start the videos. I always try to have this done to save on time. But as you can see, I did not have it done today. So I'm going to use, if I can find the right one, hold on a second. Oh, here it is. I'm going to use my Memento ink to stamp my bird image because I want to be able to color it right away. So that's the ink that they suggest that you use. Okay, so this is the front of my card. And I'm just going to, we don't have to do a lot of stamping because this is going to cover a lot of our real estate on the front of our card. But I still am going to just randomly, and I tried to space them out and tried to do every other one, a butterfly, a flower, that type of thing. Make sure that you turn your stamp so everyone's not going in the same direction. Something like that. Then we'll go back in with the little bird and we'll just stamp him or her in between, because we just want it peeking out of that piece of Pear Pizzazz that we're going to put on there in just a minute. So we can go in like this, just go back through there randomly filling in, so that way, you know, little pieces are peeking out. So let's just kind of do this. Like I said, we just want a random image, and that's probably good. We'll just leave it at that. Close up our Pear Pizzazz and move this stamp out of our way, and then I'll just show you really quick. See, that is going to be fine. There's just enough of an image there that we're fine with that. And then just grab the oval, the stitched oval, and the Memento ink, and then we'll grab our bird image. I'm just going to make sure I have that down good, and I'm just going to flip this over because just want to make sure I have a good inked up image. I just wasn't liking the way that felt, and it doesn't look like I put that on there too straight, so I might adjust that just a little bit straighter. And I'm just going to have my scrap piece of paper. I'm just going to stamp that. Okay, that looks pretty straight. So I'm just going to re-ink it up. I wasn't too sure. I wanted to make sure I had it straight after I moved it. And then just center this right in the center of the oval like that. Okay. And I'm just going to do all of my inking right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of move this now out of the way. That way, and it'll also give that time to dry so we can start coloring that in just a second. So I'm just going to bring in my scrap piece of paper, and let's grab the Oh Hello sentiment from here. And it's that one because I just used it. And I'm just going to put this on my block and ink that up in So Saffron. And then we'll just put that right there. And I'm just doing it just to make sure I have enough room for that banner to pop around. So then we'll just put our piece of cardstock in there. And I might have to move it closer to me just really quick so I can get it lined up a little bit better. Then I'll put it back in focus for you guys. Because my cardstock I guess I should have made it a bit wider because it's not wanting to line up. That looks good enough right there. So I'm just going to pop that out. And you got another one, so we're just going to keep that one. And that looks good. I should have gotten my paper just a little bit wider. I didn't measure it. When I was getting ready to start the video, I just grabbed a piece of paper. I've got just a little bit excess there at the top, but I'm okay with that. Okay, let's move this out of the way, and we're just going to bring in, and I'm just going to leave this paper towel here. The Stampin' Blends does bleed in. It will bleed through, so you just want to kind of watch that. So now on my card, when I first did it, I did the top half dark and the little bit of wings right there light. I'm going to change that up, and I'm going to do the wing part is what I'm going to make be just a little bit darker. And I will tell you right now, this is really super hard to do for me to talk and color at the same time. So you'll just have to forgive me if I go outside the lines and it's not my best work, because it is kind of hard. I know that for time's sake we need to hurry up, and then when you're talking your body naturally moves a little bit, so it makes it just a little bit hard. So I'm just gonna try to rush through this a little bit and hopefully still not make too many mistakes. And I just went with coloring the little chicks' heads all yellow. And I might show you just one or two things and then just stop the video and come back and have it finished for you guys. So what I did, I took the bronze and I just kind of went randomly, and I just kind of skipped, and it works out really well if you just use the tip of the blend when you're doing something like this. So I just kind of randomly went in because I just wanted dark and then light. So you can kind of just random spots, just color. And then we'll go back in between all that with the light. Okay? So I'm just going to, for right now, just leave that, and we can go back in and touch up if we need to. For the tree branch, I used the dark crumb cake. And this is where you really want to be careful when you have images like the leaves. I'm trying my best not to blend onto that. And I am using, I don't know, I just like the wider tip better. It tells you here, this is the wide tip, this is a skinnier one, but I don't know, I just prefer to color even in the tight areas. I'll switch it and just show you. I just feel like I control it better. I don't know. But for right here, I'll just go ahead and try this. So we'll just color that in, and then we're just going to go up through here. Now that I'm doing that part, though, and it's a wider area, I'm just going to go ahead and go back to the wide. And I'm just going to go back through here. I just want to be really careful when we're around, like there, the duck's heads. And then you can just go in between there, fill that in. It's just all going to blend real nice together. Okay. So we'll just kind of do something like that. Okay. Then for the leaves, what I did was the ones that had the line going down the center, I just kind of went over that with the dark Pear Pizzazz just to kind of make that line pop just a little bit more. Then I went through, and you can just choose which ones you want to color in dark, and you know, just mix it up a little bit. Then we'll go in with the light and color just a few, and I'm just gonna do this one, the corners of, and the same here. It just kind of makes that pop just a little bit. This stamp set is so stinking cute. I will be posting the other two videos this week. I try to do them, I'll probably do one on Wednesday and then one on Friday if I can't get the one done Wednesday, because I joined a bowling league. So we bowl every Wednesday after work. So that might make it be a little bit impossible, and then Wednesday is the day I do my Facebook Live. So it might be a little bit hard, but I will try, and then in between all that I have my Stampin' the display board I'm trying to do, and the classes. I just have a full schedule right now, guys. Okay, so we'll just put that on center. Oh, I forgot to put the ribbon on. Let's see if we can pop that up. Oh, yay. So we'll just put that back there. That's why I already had that pre-cut. And I put it down. I'm just going to, you know, it's coming off so easily, I'm just going to take it off. That way I can make sure I do it right. That's what I get for talking. It's hard to do the video, though, without talking, right? That's a little bit long, but it's okay. And I'm still going to use my tape now since I took it off. These two are meeting so close together, I'm just going to use one piece of tape like that. And then we'll just put that right back on there. I don't think I should have to add any more adhesive. It peeled up so easily for me just because I had just put it down. It really didn't have time to adhere yet, so we'll work with that. So then I'm going to take the organza ribbon, and I'm just going to make a teeny tiny bow to go right in the center there at the bottom. So I'm just going to pull this and pull this and pull that just a little bit more, kind of get them. That's super cute. And then I'm just going to snip that, And then we'll just try that on for size and see how I think it looks. I'm going to trim those just a little bit shorter. I want them to be just a tiny bit shorter. Like that. Yeah, I like that much better. And then let me grab a glue dot. And if you guys aren't aware, but I'm sure you are, if you are a Stampin' Up! Fan or customer, that Celebration, we're in our last month. March 31st is the last day. So if you are thinking about signing up or want to become a demonstrator, I would love to have you join my team. I've had 3 people join during Celebration. We had our first team meeting last night. It was a huge success and a lot of fun. So I was just kind of explaining to them the things that I will be doing with them, and we're going to do some card swaps on our private Facebook page and some trainings, and we do a monthly meeting every month, and we just plan on having a lot of fun. It's really exciting to see all of their excitement. I have one lady that has been on my team for now, I think 2 years, and she was on there last night, and it's just so fun to watch everybody be so excited and talk about Stampin' Up! And sharing the cards that they make and what they want to do, if they're doing it just for the hobby and the discount, or if they're doing it because they want to do videos and they want to do classes, and I'm just trying to be their cheerleader and encouraging them. Okay, so there you guys go. That is my first card for my March. I have to think about what month it is. Everything's going by so fast here lately for me. So this is March's free card packet. Make sure that you visit my blog. It's bobbystamps.com, and I would love to have you join my team. Thanks, guys.